What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Movie Fam's Horror Review. Now, as you can see, I'm joined by my special guest, Misery Black. What's going on, Misery? And want to thank the corn children. Where the hell are they at this week?
Who cares?
Like, we open the door up, they scurry to the cornfield like a bunch of rats. It's crazy, it really is.
I don't blame them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Alright, so anyways, here we are. We're back with another edition. We got two movies for you this week. We got Mothman Prophecies and Vacancy. So, yes, there we are. That's our two movies tonight. So, alright, let's get started. Now, we did top three. You know, I'm blaming you on this, by the way.
For what?
I swear, before you showed up, I actually had more than one person do my top three. Literally.
I noticed.
That's all it's for. I got one doing my top three. That's it. That's all I got now. It's ridiculous. But my good friend 13th Wolfman hit me up with his top three. Last week's question was, what are the top three scariest movies you've ever seen? He said the classic Mario Bava film. You're familiar with his work, right? Black Sabbath. You at least know the band that they named after. Nothing. Okay. Anyways, so yes. Black Sabbath is part number three, or sorry, is number three. His number two was The Shining, which was also on my, I think that's my number two actually as well. And his number one was Race with the Devil, which I have not seen. I'm not gonna lie, I know the on An Evening with Kevin Smith, part two, Evening Harder. He mentions he has like a reference to Race with the Devil, but I have not seen it. You seen any of these? No.
I love you, Wolfman.
That's you got your picture right there. That is the 13th Wolfman right there. So this week, I figured, and once again, thank you, 13th Wolfman. I do appreciate it. You're definitely a friend of the show right there. We figure since we are doing these two movies, which all came out since the year 2000, modern horror movies, if you will, the top three this week is going to be top three horror movies that's been out since the year 2000. All right, I don't say like the last 10 years, and I was like, I don't want to fucking have a weird 2-year cutoff point like 2002. No. Since year 2000 until today, what are your top three favorite horror movies? For me, I'm saying number three, I might say Let Me In. Became an instant freaking classic. Became one of my favorite vampire movies. And literally, I mean, it's easily, I've never done like a top 50 or top 100, but I'm sure it'd be really high up there. Let Me In, brilliant. I've never seen the, I think it's Norwegian or Swedish. I've never seen the original version, but I don't know, I love the American version, so. At number two, I said Frailty. Literally, it's the best Matthew McConaughey performance ever. And that's saying something, because that guy just turns out shit like all the time. With the exception of, Dazed and Confused. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Next Generation. I didn't like him in Tropic Thunder, I will admit, he was funny in Tropic Thunder. But after that, dude's just a douchebag, really? Failure to launch? And my number one, which made my list last week too, The Ring. The Ring. This effing brilliant. So, what about you? I mean, past 10 years or past 12 years? Horror movies? You're useless. You're absolutely useless.
I don't.
We're sidekick, literally. Horrible.
Hey, I'm worth the views.
An extra 10. Worth an extra 10 views. Anyway. So I want to know, what is your top three favorite horror movies since the year 2000? Multiple ways to hit me up. You can hit me up, you can email me at moviefam7@gmail.com.
Don't email.
Hit me with a video response. You can comment right down below. And of course, my phantom friends over on Facebook, hit me up there. So yeah,
Friends.
It'll be literally just 13th Wolfman, I think. But either way, it's... Everybody else, you're definitely more than welcome, so.
Video response. Just saying.
My God. She's demanding over here. You can just hit her if you want. I don't care. I'm hitting her after the show's off. Alright, so we're going to hit some news, alright? Now, you're familiar with the Child's Play series, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mentioned before on the show that they are doing part 5, and they're also, I'm sorry. Well, hey, easy. They're doing part 6. Messed up there. And they're also doing a remake. Well, anyways, the remake, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but part 6 has begun filming. They got Curse of Chucky right now in production. So, boom, it's official now. Curse of Chucky's out there. Now, we talked about this earlier. You watched The Walking Dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Walking Dead.
Now, are you aware that, I guess everybody out there as well, that there's a, AMC and Dish Network have come to some kind of clash over money. So now Walking Dead and Breaking Bad and just everything else on AMC is just no longer available on, Dish. Okay. Well, what AMC did to try to persuade them or whatever, they had a contest. They literally wanted fans to make videos. I guess either, begging their satellite providers, hey, give us The Walking Dead, whatever it was. But apparently, they got one video they deemed was too extreme, too hardcore. I watched it. I seen it on bloodydisgusting.com. I'm sure it's probably on YouTube also. I mean, you can probably hit up there. And it was actually, don't get me wrong, it was like, it's clearly amateur type stuff, but I didn't think it was anything worse than what's actually on The Walking Dead. The video it shows this dude, sitting there on his couch, and he's turned on TV, and of course it says, like, your satellite, does not pick this channel up anymore. Dude loses his shit, goes out there, and he grabs the satellite off the shed, and then he walks over, and there's a zombie just standing there, and he just bludgeoned him to death. And of course blood's hit him and everything, and I'm like, and that's it. And then he literally just like, I need to find some more zombies. Like, he throws satellite dish, and he just goes like to kill more zombies. And that was what they said was too extreme, too controversial. What? Don't they debut like Walking Dead is just nothing but, I'm not saying nothing but, it's all story to it, but when it is gore, pretty crazy gore, realistic looking gore. Like, this wasn't even really that realistic. It was just, I don't know. I thought you get a chance, I recommend you check it out. And everybody out there too. I went to bloodydisgusting.com, but
Okay. I don't want to tell too much because I'm not even going to say anything. No.
All right. Well, good.
I don't want to. No.
Yeah. No spoilers. People may not have seen it yet. All right. And finally, the original Halloween is getting a wide. Let me repeat that: a wide re-release this October. Apparently, because I know certain theaters have like that special showing of something, whatever. But I guess I don't even know what studio is doing it, but they're going to re-release Halloween in theaters this October. Not gonna lie, fan would love to go see that on the big screen. I've never seen Halloween, the original, on the big screen. I remember I worked at a theater, it's been a while now. But anyway, yeah, it's been a little bit. And, but I remember when Rob Zombie's Halloween came out, I was wanting to get a print of the John Carpenter version and do a double feature on Halloween night. And my manager's like, no one would come see that. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I even polled, like, everybody. Like, people come in, I'd be like, would you be willing to see this? And we had enough to cover the cost. And, man, my former manager, you know what? I'm getting on tear. I'm sorry. Fam, got a little real there. I'm back on the way. But, yeah, it's Halloween re-release. Check it out. Comes to you. Support it. Not like it needs these supports. It's already a freaking iconic classic. But, whatever. You can see it on the big screen maybe for the first time. So, boom. All right, well, last week I mentioned all the horror movies that are coming out in the month of September, and I actually kind of just glossed over the one that was released, for this weekend, which was Rec 3 Genesis, and I actually watched the trailer. You know what? Are you familiar? Like, I remember I asked you last week. You seen Quarantine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is like the series that was out first. I think it's Spanish, and they, they got their own series, and then of course they released Quarantine and Quarantine 2 in America. So you got like really two franchises kind of going side by side. It's the same thing. Well, anyways, Quarantine 2, they got away from found footage, and it was just a legit movie. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, the first 15, 20 minutes of Quarantine 2, I thought sucked balls. It was just horrible. But then once it actually gets going, it actually picks up pretty good. But I guess this one, now I haven't seen Rec 2, but I guess Rec 3 is actually, they're getting away from found footage as well. It's going to be an actual movie. All I know is, like, you got a bride on her wedding day with a chainsaw, and I'm like, I'm sold. That's it. Blood-splattered bride, chainsaw, killing the infected. I'm in. That's all I need. So, yeah. I highly recommend it. You got a good batch of movies, not just horror in general. It seems like this month's actually kind of picking up with movies. There's a movie coming out called Branded, not even a horror movie. Had a very David Cronenberg feel to it. David Cronenberg? Anyways, yeah, it came out, this weekend as well. I think it's probably limited release, but yeah, good stuff. Well, next week, this is the one I'm waiting on. This is the one I'm pumped for. The fam's gonna go see it. Like, I've already decided I'm checking it out. Resident Evil Retribution. I saw the trailer for it, and it looks freaking badass. Basically, the war's still raging on, but it looks like in the trailer, like now, like maybe some stuff that's already happened has been like in her mind, or I don't know. But I know that like in the trailer they have a lot of the old cast members who've been killed back, and that kind of throws me off. I don't know what exactly is going on here, but you know, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the Resident Evil movies. Have you seen any of the Resident Evil movies? I love them. I think they're great. Like, I mean, it's not quite horror anymore. I mean, it's more like action sci-fi. I don't care. I still love it. I think they're great. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. It's going to be in 3D, which I was initially always against 3D movies because I thought it was just a gimmick. I've seen some really good 3D.
Are great.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, I saw Final Destination in 3D.
Back. It depends on the theater.
Yeah, I agree. We got a theater here in our, near our local cemetery here. We got 2 theaters. One of them has like shitty, like, I forget what theirs is called. I like the Real D. That's the one that's good. They're like the sunglasses. And I like those. It actually looks 3D. The other one, I forget what it's called, but it's not good 3D. It's like shitty 3D, so.
Like the cardboard glasses.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I was out. But yeah, so yeah, Resident Evil Retribution. Hopefully it's going to be at the good 3D, actually, because I hate to go see it in shitty 3D. But yeah, Retribution, definitely check it out. I recommend it. So, alright, let's get to some viewer comments. Didn't really have anything in the way of a lot of viewer comments this week, but got some.
Hardly any.
13th Wolfman, you know, he threw out the comment. He liked Stir of Echoes. Thought it was real good. He said the scene that really messed with him was the scene when you see the girl, her fingernail snaps. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm the exact same way. I think that actually looks worse than in The Ring when she's clawing out and her fingernail breaks off. Because I think it shows it on the video. It shows like a nail going through it, but when it goes through the finger, it just pops the nail off. But it didn't look as crazy as this one. This one just, I don't know, just savage and dude, I don't know. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. That's messed up.
Fingernails and eyes.
I don't mess with fingernails, eyes, ears, nose, teeth, anything in the throat. I don't. Yeah, leave the head alone. Leave my fingernails alone. I'm gonna go into those toenails. I haven't seen toenails yet, but we'll just go ahead and apply that too, or the Achilles heel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pet Cemetery when gets dude, that's fucked up. Hostel, same way, dude. He gets hit, he stands up, you see it ripped. Oh, yeah, that's messed up. So, yes, so, agreed. And this one ain't even a comment. I'm just going to brag a little bit here. I didn't tell you, I forgot to tell you. Phantom won their contest. Bam! Owen Neal had a contest recently for some wrestling DVDs. And this guy, actually, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't like a great victory as far as they drew my name or anything like that. Like, no one really entered. It's me and another guy, and he's just like, you know what, you both win, we both got the DVDs, so thank you, O'Neal, for the chance, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge wrestling fan, just love it, so yeah, we'll be tearing those DVDs up, so thank you, man, appreciate it. And finally, got some craziness on this next one. Dude's name's Joseph Frost 66. He subscribed, and it's weird, I couldn't detect if this was like a hate, troll, slam, or comments, because this guy was all over the place. Initially he's like, you know, what's your outfit supposed to be like? It looks like the mask from, Saw. It looks like Jigsaw. And I'm like, what?
It's nothing like Jigsaw.
Nothing like Jigsaw at all. In fact, 13 Wolfman had the closest. It's when I made the mask, not necessarily why the paint's in certain areas, but the overall look was between the Crow and Kiss, because, I love Kiss and I love the Crow. And that's where the basic influence came from, but he's like, Jigsaw. Then he's like, the outfit looks, and then he mentioned a movie, which I don't know, I couldn't understand, because his grammar is horrible, by the way. Some ridiculous, I know you're a stickler for grammar.
Did he send this to you, or?
Yeah, he was on,
I looked at the comments.
But it wasn't this last comment, though. It was, from episode 13, it was 1408 and 28 days later. And anyways, yeah, that's when he hit me with the comment. But then he's like, the outfit looks like something off. And I swear it's what it looked like. It said L or I, maybe an uppercase I, B, D. And I don't know, maybe I'm a poser. Maybe this is some crazy underground horror movie. I don't know. But I thought maybe he's he misspelled Independence Day. He just ID4 and he just got dyslexic on me. But even then, it's well, what character would I look like out of Independence Day? I mean, Will Smith and no, that doesn't make sense. But so once again, I'm taking it in good humor. I'm reading, and he goes crazy talking about how he has friends or family in the military, and then he goes into he's seen the infected and goes out like how he saw a guy kill another dude with a fork. And I was like, man, this guy's just all kinds of crazy. Like, he literally left me like 3 different paragraphs. So I'm enjoying. I'm like going through my this is crazy. And then he goes on to say like, I really enjoyed your review. So now my ego's getting bigger. I'm like, oh, crazy guy likes me. And then he asked me to actually have some recommendations. He wanted me to review 28 Weeks Later, the sequel 28 Days. And he wanted me to review Contagion. And I'll tell you right now, I will definitely review 28 Weeks Later. I'm not going to review Contagion. Even though like it's very similar in themes, Contagion just doesn't have the horror movie feel. And this is a horror movie show. To me, it's more like a thriller. Like Outbreak, I'll probably never do a review for that either. And yet, Outbreak and Contagion, practically, kind of the same thing. So yeah, but I did appreciate, that you subscribed, you commented. No matter how crazy it is, buddy, keep them coming. Like I like crazy. I'm a fan of crazy. So yes, keep sending it, and I will hit 28 weeks later. It's on the schedule. Won't be anytime soon, but I will eventually get to it. I promise you. And yeah, so thank you for that. So yeah, everybody else, you can throw viewer comments at me. You can ask for requests for movies to review. Maybe just random questions. Don't have to be like movie related questions. Be like, what's your favorite, breakfast cereal? I don't give a shit. Ask anything, Hate mail. I love hate mail.
That was great.
Hate mail's awesome. We love the hate mail. You got some hate mail last week. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, we're down for that. So yes, anything you want to send, questions, reviews, whatever, recommendations, doesn't matter, send it our way. Moviefan7gmail.com, check your face. Phantom Friends can hit me up over on the Facebook, and of course everybody else can comment right down below. So you don't have to, video response don't have to really be, because for a recommendation or a question you don't have to video response me, but whatever.
Too bad, video response.
Yeah, anything you want to do, I don't even care, so it's all good. So yes, let's get to some reviews, shall we? Now, last week you were on your game.
Video response.
Last week you actually watched one of the movies.
Video response.
You haven't seen any of these yet, have you?
Video response.
Ridiculous. All right, up first we're going to hit 2002, the Mothman Prophecies. All right, now here's the thing. I know like last week she's busting my balls about Stir of Echoes wasn't that scary. I thought it was scary shit when I was young. This one goes in the same category. Not necessarily scary, creepy. Like literally, it just has this eerie tone to it. I can't explain it. It's really... Basic plot is Richard Gere. Okay, before I get into plot, let me just say right now though, like I love this movie. It has the worst cast in it. Like I do not like Richard Gere. I don't like Deborah Messing. And I do not like Laura Linney. I just think they're just all standard shitty actors. I mean, they got some talent. I'm not saying they're not talentless. But, however, I don't know, they're just bland. Like, I don't know. If I'm doing, like, a scene where I just need a bunch of office drones that add nothing to the scene, I'll call these 3 up. And that's unfair about Laura Linney, though, because she's actually in a lot of my favorite movies. She did, Mothman Prophecies. She did, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Mm-hmm. She was in Congo. She's in... I just feel like if you put, like, Julianne Moore in any of these roles, it would not only just knock each movie up a notch, I don't know, like, just overall better performance from the character. So yeah, that's just me. I'm just saying. In this movie, Richard Gere loses his wife, but it's weird because basically they're a happy couple, and they buy a house, and as they're driving, she sees something come at her. He doesn't see it. He can't see it, but she sees the Mothman. The Mothman. And car goes out of control, she hits her head. Well, it turns out she actually had a brain tumor the entire time. It wasn't, wasn't like Mothman caused it, just she had a tumor. But while she's in bed...
It was a tumor.
It was a tumor. It's not a tumor. That's my horrible Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry. Anyways, so as she's laying in bed, she's actually drawn out this Mothman. What she saw, she was Mothman. She just draws out this figure she saw. And... As she dies and everything, he comes across this notebook and he sees it. All right, years later, maybe not too many years later, I can't remember. Anyways, he's heading from D.C. to Chicago. He's got to do an interview, and somehow, as he enters from this side, he winds up on the other side of the state. And literally, what should have took hours to get there, he gets there quickly, and he doesn't know how he got there. But when he goes to this dude's house, he knocks on the door, dude comes out, And he claims that he's seen him there multiple times before. He's been there 2 nights ago, and now here he is, you know. This is just the first chain of events of just weirdness that goes on. And without, I'm not going to, do play-by-play with the whole movie, but basically you find out that, like, weird shit's been going on in this, town for a while now. Laura Linney plays the sheriff of the town, and basically, she knows it's not just the local crackpots, freaking out. Like, these like, good people she's known her whole life. They're even embarrassed to tell her the stuff they're seeing because they think maybe they're going crazy. But everybody is seeing this, and basically it comes back to this giant moth-looking creature. And so Richard Gere doesn't know how he got there, but he kind of feels compelled to stay. Like, now he's a reporter. He's kind of curious to see what's going on. Damn good movie. I mean, I can't say this enough. It's literally just creepy as shit. There's a lot of scenes in this. It's a lot of subtle things. Like, if you're not paying attention to a movie, you will miss things throughout the whole movie. One scene in particular, without getting anything away, there's a scene where he's in the motel room and he just slams this door. He's got a phone call. He's not happy. He slams this door. The mirror, you catch a glimpse of something. I got goosebumps right now talking about it. It's weird. It comes out of nowhere. Like, there's no build up to it. It just you start seeing. I don't want to say too much because really this didn't come out that long ago. I'm recommending this once again with these new movies. I'm not going to give much of a review play by play because it's damn good. And thing is, it's based on true events. Now I know how that goes. With most horror movies, it's usually like a little sliver or something. Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on a true story. Not so much. I mean, there's elements of it, but the whole thing, like dude in Texas, no, it didn't happen. Totally different. This though, I actually looked into it, and even though it took place in the 50s or 60s, but a lot of the elements are true. Like, at least, from what I looked at, 3 or 4 different websites. I don't just look at one website. That's how they get you. If a movie comes out, they're like, "We'll put one website there, and that'll be the first thing they see, and they'll take it for fact." But I looked around, and yes, it's the legend of the Mothman. And I will say legend. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying that the Mothman is, it's a legit, story out there. Now, once again, I don't want to say what my theory is on this because once again, I don't want to give anything away. I recommend it. I highly recommend this one. This is literally just brilliant. Richard Gere's really good in this. Very emotional. What am I trying to say here? Very emotional performance from Richard Gere. Laura Linney ain't bad. I know I'm giving her shit earlier, but yeah, she ain't too bad in this one. I never met, so I can really care less. She wasn't in that long anyway, so. Yeah. But yeah, I recommend it. The director, I didn't do any of my homework really on this one, but dude, the director did a damn good job on this. I would like to do some other stuff, but yeah, Mothman Prophecies, check it out. All right, up next we got from 2007, Vacancy. Basic plot is a couple gets stranded at a motel in the middle of the night, and when they're looking at this, they think it's the X-rated tapes. They notice that the room it turned out to be like a snuff film, and then it turns out that the room is the room they're in. All right. Okay, here's the thing with this movie. Initially, I didn't think I was going to like it that much. Because 2 movies I saw before this was Funny Games, which is really good, and The Strangers, which not so much. I just didn't care for Strangers. I'm sorry. I know everybody. Some people like it, some people I don't know. I didn't care for it because it's like Funny Games. Now I've only seen the remake of Funny Games. I haven't seen the original, which I hear is basically the same movie anyway, because the same director, he just redid shot for shot. But anyways, Funny Games, great. Strangers not. So this is kind of the same basic kind of plot. Like, slight differences, but goddamn it, it's the same movie. So I was like, is this going to be the same recycled garbage? I'm not too worried about it. Started watching it, and right off the bat I noticed, like, at least with Funny Games, you kind of like the characters. Like, you root for the good guys in that one. Whereas in this one, they're not likable. The 2 leads are just, and I like the actors and actresses, like, Kate Beckinsale and Luke Wilson. Character-wise, dude, she's just bitching the whole time, and he's just kind of a dick to her. You find out later on they're going through a divorce, and you find out through the story, this ain't really giving a whole lot away, but they had a kid, and it died. I'm not saying more than that. They're just not happy people, and the whole time they're just bickering. And once again, at that point, I'm kind of against both of them. But then at least for me, if you watch it, you may feel differently. I'm saying for me, I was kind of more on his side because this is from bad relationships in the past. I've been in that conversation
relationships?
where I won't go too far other than that, but literally that bickering, and that whole time you just want to hit him, but you can't hit him because society's like, you shouldn't hit women. But I'm just like, dude, give her a fresh one right now in the front seat, but whatever. As I'm watching it, I'm kind of like, let's kill these guys and get it over with. But when they get there and when shit starts kind of going wrong for them, it gets better. And there's a lot of kind of, I won't say twist, but it kind of leads you in one way of thinking, and you're thinking yourself like you're outsmarting it. You're like, oh, well, this is what they're going to do clearly. They're trying to trick me at this one. And then you're like, oh, shit, no, they wasn't. And then, it's clever. It really is. It's more clever than I really thought it would be. It has Ethan Embry in it, which he's not even that long. He's the third name they put on there. And I like Ethan. But he wasn't in that. He's not even really a big part of it. Actually, I'm kind of shocked that he gave him such a credible cast listing, but he's not even high up there on the rank. Once again, without trying to give too much away, I mean it is in the vein of Strangers or Funny Games. It's good. I mean, once again, without trying to get too much away, there's one thing that did bug me. And once again, I'm on Luke Wilson's side on this. There's a scene where they got a plan. She's gonna hide. He's gonna make a break for it. And once again, they've gone through all this crazy shit together. So he looks up at her last time. He goes, "You know what? I love you." And you're like, "Oh wow," but she didn't say shit back to him. Yeah. Are you freaking kidding me? I was like, I hope they kill her. I hope they kill her and cut her head off. And then hope he moves on. Dates a supermodel, and he's just like, haha, I don't need you anymore. But whatever. Anyways, I literally, and even after the movie's end, I'm like, anyways. Ending wise, actually, once again, without getting anything away, it ended. I like the way it ended. Good stuff. I feel like it's kind of a bare bones review here. I did like the opening sequence, the title sequence. Very Hitchcockian, I thought. I feel like if Alfred Hitchcock could have came up with this title sequence, it has this weird jazzy kind of tune, which doesn't fit, but it reminds me of Rear Window. They had jazz soundtrack to that too, or a score. So, but Vacancy. I say check it out. I say check both these movies out. So, and I'm giving my high props. So you don't watch them? You ain't gonna watch shit. You ain't gonna watch shit.
I'll probably watch Mothman Prophecies.
Oh, you're killing me. All right. So, anyways, that's our show for this week. So, Movie Phantom, Misery Black. We'll catch you later. All right. Got anything to say? Want to say goodbye? Something? Nothing?
No.
Oh, you're killing me. Bust my balls.
I'm not in.
Oh, you're killing me. Shut your face. Later.